Copy 55.
5, 4, 3. Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Patrick, and just sorry about the delay, and we had a technical problem that we had to sort out. And this afternoon I've got Mark behind the camera and Hamilton on file control. So we've just having just over half an hour drive because we've got Laura this afternoon. She's sitting in file control as I speak with Hamilton just to watch the drive. Tara. Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for correction, Mark. It's Tara. And she'll be taking over me in the next 45 or half an hour or so. And she said just for a try out, and she'll be the drive this afternoon with you, and again in the morning. And let's just go out and have a look around and see what we can find in this beautiful, beautiful African bushveld and Jamaican Reserve, South Africa. And yeah, just stay with us and enjoy the drive. Oh, oops, wrong side of the road. Good afternoon, bar stations. Ephraim, what is your route plan this afternoon?
Yeah, our single destination is very dry, simple and north.
Oh, yeah, copy that. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm going to head down south towards 3 hours Dam in the area.
Okay, yeah, if you could roll it, send down and was in Ghana, just send down this morning. Yeah, I think Ghana was in the Caribbean and some people got it to cut out.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks, man. Is there any Yama left on the bumper there?
Yeah, just only, yeah, the next question, Yama, because the whole head and neck was money, Yama, Togo also.
Okay, copy that. Thanks, man.
Copy your route. I'm going to take a Lago shortcut and then to east along Caribbean to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they come back?
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, also they tried to call me this morning.
Okay, copy that. Thanks very much. Yeah.
When we left them, they were running west from Tundam.
Okay. Did they? Yeah. Oh wow, it's hilarious. Yeah, just to let you know, Mark doesn't have a microphone,
Hi everybody.
and you won't be hearing him taking through the back microphone this afternoon. And whenever he says something, then I'll try to relay the message to you guys. He's just telling me about it, the patch of rhinos that they saw between them this morning, and they headed off to the west towards 3 hours Dam, that area. So we're going to go check them out in that general area. Absolutely, yeah. Feels like it's going to rain soon. time for the rain, Mark says. So it might rain tonight or tomorrow morning. Very hard to say. Might not rain for the next few. Yeah, go. What's that, Hammond?
Yeah.
Hammond, come in.
Patrick, I can't reach you on channel 4.
Okay, copy. I don't know.
How many vehicles are out on channel 2?
At the moment it's 2 vehicles from Vietela. Maybe we can try and operate on channel 1. I don't know how far it reaches, but yeah.
Rail stations, we're going to channel 1.
A minute, come on. Power control, Hammond, come in.
Check the aerial plug at the back of that radio. Because if he's tried on both of these radios, then it's something in final control. It's not the aerial or anything on the jigger.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I understand.
Pete was saying about this.
But if he can reach us on the Game Drive channel and can't reach us on channel 4,
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
But that's Pete swapped radios again in final control. So it might be that radio that's not broadcast on channel 4.
Probably, yeah.
But it was working. It was working at the workshop.
Yes. And
Because
then,
it's right next to the other radio.
then it can be something to do about the aerial then. Because if we can be able to communicate on that close range and then
Yeah, but
I don't know. We need to have a look at it at some stage. So,
but have you tried talking on both radios?
yes,
Well, then it can't be out.
I went on 4 on that other radio and yeah. I mean, if you read me in follow control, just try and go channel 4 again. I'm just going to try and switch the radio and see what will happen. Final control, I mean. Hammond, final control, come in. Hammond, final control, come in. 1 2 1 2.
Patrick, I copy you 5 on channel 4.
Then I'm not keeping on channel 4, Hammond. Let's try again. I'm just going to use the other base set and see. Game drive vehicle. Sorry about it, we just radio. Hammond, come in. I mean, if you read me, what I realized with that microphone, so you need to push it in. Something as we did last time with the with the other radio.
What radio?
Because if you speak and the microphone cord it's tight, and then it obviously comes off, and it doesn't transmit. So you just try and push it in firmly as you speak, and see if it will make any difference.
That's the same radio.
Yeah, I saw the other one going up.
Yeah, that was this is part because we were here this morning.
Wait, we were in 11 con this morning. Anyway, we're just trying to fix the radio. There is no radio comes between the jig and the final control this afternoon, and it's another loose connection, or there's something wrong with the repeater, or something loose or anything like that. I'm sure Herman and Peter Bright will try and sort it out from that side. We're just going to continue the drive as usual, and if there are any changes, and then we'll obviously keep you guys updated. At the moment we're just on the link road that runs from Shibama Road down to Three House Dam. We're going to go and check on this rhino, see if that come through to Three House Dam this morning. So it would be nice to have a new presenter this afternoon for the change. Tara and them. Lady presenter. So she's from Intabeni Game Lodge. It sounds like this morning you had such a phenomenal game drive. So you nearly saw 5 out of 5 of the big 5. Why did you see Max at the Buffalo?
Yeah,
Just the Buffalo.
we would have got Buffalo, but the jigger
Oh yeah, she had
wires burned out.
the wires bent out on the jigger this morning, and
Line. I said everybody would touch the line.
yeah. While you were looking at the rhino this morning, and it obviously spoke to rhino, Mark said. The jigger was nearly on fire this morning. Just approaching Three House Dam at the moment. We'll see what is there. There's something there, you can see.
Something big.
Yeah, just a back sticking out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the rhino. Sorry, rhino. Just going to stand by here for now, and they don't look very relaxed at all at the moment, so they might settle down a bit. they're hiding themselves behind the bushes there. We're just going to just go around this corner in front of us and see if we can have a better look. How about there, Mark? Through that gap?
Yeah. A little better, but we could probably get it
Down there, yeah. That's in the front combi at
Copy that, Denkombe is preparing some match.
No, the negative, Henry, they're just static by the dam at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I would like to come and Buga, but I'm on Galago shortcut. Then I will send back slowly towards that south. Thank you.
This is obviously the same creature rhino that you guys saw this morning. As I said earlier, that they headed in this area this morning. So one youngster there. Yeah? It looks like they've been chilling out by the water just this morning. It's nice to have rhinos back in the Western Ghaur area. We haven't been seeing many rhinos in the Western Ghaur area since the beginning of the range. And for the last week or two or so, then and we started seeing the rhinos in the Western Ghaur again. I don't know who's the territorial holder in the Western Ghaur area. This is Shorthorn Male, eh? Yeah. Mark reckons the Shorthorn Male because we've got Shorthorn cow. I think we saw her and the baby. When was that? Yesterday? Yesterday with Rexon and Mark. So being a territorial holder, and you have to come back to your territory from time to time, or as often as you can, just to check if there's any intruders in your territory. Otherwise, if you stay away from the territory for a long period of time, and obviously the other rhino bull will take over. especially in the area like this. Nice dams, a very good grazing area.
Get 2 Mega Boy, the 10 exit. What is that?
Yeah. It's a very nice big pool at the back there. It just seems to be.
Both of those run are big.
Yeah.
One in the front here and that one at the back.
Mm. The guy at the back there doesn't look as relaxed as the other individuals. So rhinos are also one of my favorite creatures.
Hello everybody, this is Harman in Final Control, and at the moment I don't have any radio comms with Patrick on the vehicle, so any questions being sent in I unfortunately can't forward to him, but let's enjoy the drive.
Was that shot on, Mark? I'm not familiar with short horn.
I think this is part of the crash of 6 of the Navy. These 4 plus maybe 4.2. 3 of these are big lines.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Just look at the horn of that guy at the back there. It's very, very impressive horn, yeah. Absolutely, I also agree. Yeah. Ooh. I'm just wondering if this is not the same crash of rhino that we often saw in the Manyeleti Reserve. Yeah. Yeah, they are slowly coming towards us. Mark Said at the back. The rhinos in this part of the reserve have such a very vast territories due to the lower population of rhinos in this part of the Sabi Sand compared to the south. Like in the southern part of the reserve, and you see rhinos just like impala, or sometimes see more rhinos than in impala. Absolutely, yeah. Just like the elephant's population in the Timbawati Reserve, Mark says. It's a very good elephant's population up there. Yeah. Lots of mapan trees and elephants live there. And there's obviously something to do about the terrain and food. Sabi Sand, it's more open than up here. There's lots of open areas, and the white rhinos prefer more open grasslands areas. Alrighty, shall we move on?
20 Bridge North, heading that northeast. Muuten kontampo. Muuten kontampo. Nanti kita beseng siap, we buka maning iwe. Lagu tu lagi now for. Beseng siap, I'm also looking for them lamet, but I like to come back to them combat out there. Also, I was on Balagoto Tax. I just went
station I'll be leaving. Yeah, affirmative. Henry just static and grazing at the moment. Alrighty. It's Elephant Skull Road, and the signal's not that good. game viewing has been fantastic, yeah, lately. Absolutely phenomenal game viewing. We've been seeing leopards almost every day, rhinos almost every 1 or 2 days or so, elephants, buffaloes are still all over the place. We just haven't seen giraffes and zebras in a while. Still on long holiday somewhere. We saw zebras, I can't remember when, but it must have been about 3 weeks ago. But giraffes, it's a pretty long time. What did you see yesterday morning?
Zebra.
Oh, zebra. Oh, wow. Well, how many? Was it the head or just
Four
the...
males.
Oh, wonderful. Wow. Oh, I was just saying that they saw 4 zebras at Babsuk Dam yesterday morning. Oh, Twin Dam, sorry. Twin Dam. 4 Madoda, 4 stallions. Yeah, I've got very bad memories these days as well. I don't, for some reasons, yeah.
When I think there's something that I saw, we're going back up.
Yeah. Oh. I was forgetting about Tara. I think the people are ready and waiting to see Tara. So you'll be meeting her shortly, and she'll be taking around and sharing phenomenal knowledge from the different reserves that she worked. I hope the lions will still be in the same position from this morning, because it has been extremely hot today. Generally when it's very, very hot and the lions don't tend to move around a lot, but you never know. And the gorilla and the boys were still in the same position this morning. I don't know what they actually killed, you know, Mark?
Big Impala ram.
Oh wow, wonderful. Big.
It wasn't very big, probably about 3 years old.
3 years old Impala ram. Wow. I think that that female Impala that could really kill about couple of nights ago must have been stolen by hyenas, because Mark went there to look for it the following.
Hello everybody, this is Hadron in Final Control, and we just had a problem here with the computer in Final Control. We had to restart everything. We're up and running again. We're just going to quickly take this time to let Tara take over from Patrick for the rest of the drive. So I think we're all looking forward to that. And yeah, let's enjoy the rest of the drive with Tara and Mark on the vehicle.
How's it, folks? I'm Tara. As Patrick said, I'm a guest presenter this afternoon. I usually drive further north than this on Entebbe Safari Conservancy, which is much further north in the Waterberg. So please bear with me. I don't know this reserve too well at the moment, but hopefully with Mark's guidance we'll hopefully find you some decent animals to have a look at. You can see we have the impala and the wildebeest behind us here. I'll just talk to you a little bit about this and then we'll continue on. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing that leopard. Okay, so
let's go back, do a big loop around on the grass there and we'll go back the other way.
okay. Which way? This way?
Yeah. To the right, let's just loop around on this grass area. So yeah.
Okay guys, you have to bear with me with this vehicle as well. I'm used to driving cruisers, not Land Rovers. Mark's just told me there was some nice action from a wildebeest down here, so we're just going to have a quick look at it down here.
What was that?
Saying about the wildebeest, the sunbather. Oh, are you talking about the rhino? Just bathing.
Sorry, Todd. 310, yes.
Sorry, can you go again?
Channel.
Good afternoon all, stations, Tara departing on safari with the Wild Earth crew.
Afternoon, how are you this morning, this afternoon?
Sorry, can you go again?
I'm saying afternoon, and yourself?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this morning we left Madodangala and Mapazu. They were on Garu cut line, Junction Garu Bethel cut line, and there was a bomber for to Madodangala, eastern side by Bethel Dam, and it was like 3 leopards on Sida cut line close to Garimis. But now I'm heading towards the Ingo sighting, so if they are there, I will let you know.
Copy, thank you very much.
Very nice.
Okay, sorry guys about the wildebeest and the impala. Misunderstood what Mark was saying, so I'll see if we can stop by some others as we go around.
I was actually just meaning to open up.
Yeah. Okay, there was a question. We've had a problem with the radio communication. There was a question about the trees in this area. We have a marula tree just next to us here. One of the elephant's favorite fruits this time of year when it's fruiting. You do get male and female trees, so obviously you have to find the right tree if you want to eat the fruit. But it's very high in vitamin C, so it's a very good fruit to eat if ever you're stranded in the bush. But you can tell this tree, if you have a look at the bark itself, it's got almost like someone's hit a golf ball into it. That's very characteristic of this tree. And I'm told elephants will even come and dig their tusks into the tree and get the bark so they can eat the bark to settle stomachs. So it's quite a nice use for the elephants as well as the fruit. This is one of the trees that you will find in this area. Apparently a very good one for leopards sleeping in them as well. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. For you folks wondering whereabouts I am actually from, I'm not South African. I am actually British. Which way are we going? Straight. So yeah, I came from the UK into this country about 4 years ago. And just the love of the bush and nature in general just pulled me here. So that was the reason for actually coming out to become a guide. I originally worked in zoos. No, he's gone. I'll have to see if we can catch up with him. Sorry, there was a raptor in the tree. We're just going to see if we can catch up with it. Too big to be a buzzard. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, you could be right, actually. I have to keep a lookout for it again. So yeah, as I was saying, I worked in a zoo for nearly 8 years, part-time, full-time, working with white rhino, lions, baboons, giraffes, tigers, kangaroos, all sorts of animals from across the world. But I really wanted to live the experience of being in the bush with these animals. I wanted to just live it, hear lions roaring, hear hyenas calling, having hornbills around. That was the dream that I wanted to follow, and that's why I came out here. And I was lucky enough to be taken on at Entebeni. It's a beautiful reserve. I'll say very different to this reserve. But yeah, a very beautiful reserve nonetheless. Okay, if there's any bird lovers out there, I've got a glossy starling sitting in the tree. I'm just going to see if we can get close to him without scaring him off. There you go. And I think there was also a dove. I didn't see where that went though. Which way are we heading at the moment? We're heading north?
Yeah.
Okay, going on the northerly direction.
Road,
Okay.
heading towards where Settlement. What we're going to do is we're going to cross the dam wall, that's Gari Dam.
Okay. I heard they nearly saw the big five on drive this morning.
Almost. We were missing buffalo. Imagine up is buffalo everywhere. Like,
Yeah,
I've only ever had 4 on one drive. That's been my record. And I was actually missing the elephant. Uh-huh.
Wiring problem before we could get
I'm not there yet. I'm coming from the west towards Gari Main.
Yeah.
This is Gari Dam. This is the dam that is in front of Westella Lodge.
Okay.
And we're situated just behind the lodge.
So there is a bird there. Okay, just having a look at the bird on the opposite side. Looks like Egyptian geese over there. Yeah, a pair of Egyptian geese. They are monogamous. And apparently these are the species that were found on the hieroglyphs. So this would be the species that the Egyptians made. I'm not too sure which letter it is that they represent, but it is the goose that represents one of the letters. Hence why the name Egyptian goose. We've got a heron as well. It's going to just look straight at us, so I can't ID him nicely. What do you say about juvenile grey heron?
Yeah, primitive. Yeah, can you guys get hold of one of the safari
there's 2 hornbills
stations on the
as
eastern
well
channel?
flying
They
over.
ask you guys.
Look like a pair.
Thank you.
With the hornbills, the male and the female, when they pair, the female will actually go into a hole in the tree, and the male will help to feed her through the hole in the tree. They make the hole so small using animal dung and mud, so that the male will actually feed her through that hole until the chicks are ready to fledge. She will molt all of her feathers, so it's all nice and cozy inside. And once the chicks are ready to fledge, she'll have all of her feathers, and they will fledge all together. Let's see if we can get a...
On the dead log in the water, and the 2 white-faced ducks just to the right of the heron. That looks like a beach.
It looks like an African jacana there. Yeah, flying away. Yeah, there's an African jacana.
Next to the heron.
Yeah, and it looks like there was another one there. You see the blue head poking up above the weeds there. Yeah, there's a pair of them. African jacanas. Yeah, and you're right, the white-faced ducks are just in between the other jacana that you can't see and the heron. Now, the African jacana is one of the few birds where the female will have many mates. So the male will build the nest, the female will come along, mate with him, lay her eggs in that nest. He will then incubate the nest, or incubate the eggs. The chicks will hatch out, and he will protect those chicks. So if there's any predators around, he'll protect them, either by putting them under the wing, so all you can see is the legs dangling out, or the babies will even go underneath the water with just the beaks and the nostril out of the water. There goes the heron. Beautiful. Can't see anything else happening there yet. Should we continue on? Yeah, it's quite windy now, hey? Sure. Shame we didn't have this earlier. Hey, we've got some thick knees on the side there.
Ram, are you coming?
Oh, I just scared one off as well.
Ram,
Water
Ram, are you
thick
coming?
knees. It's like a nice family of them as well.
Ifram, Ifram, Ifram.
And do you get many hippos around here?
We do. We normally have one or two residents, but there's so many dams, they spend time in between all of them.
Ifram,
it's
Ifram,
the same.
Ghana.
I was just asking if there was many hippos around here. Apparently there are quite a few dams that they do move between. Just like our reserve. Trying to keep a track of them is very difficult. That's beautiful. You can find these birds out in the bushveld as well. It's mostly around where the pans and dams are. Yeah, that's a beautiful shot, that. Okay. Sorry. Right. So try and throw you off the vehicle, I'm sorry. I got a ground scraper thrush just in front of the vehicle. He was actually holding his wing down, so I thought it was looking like a lapwing because they like to hold the wing down and move out of the way. Can you get him? No. Yeah, I think so. So now, when lapwings actually have a predator coming towards the nest, they'll actually nest on the ground, and the lapwings will actually pretend to have a broken wing, and that's what I saw first, thinking that it thought I was a predator, that it's a ground scraper thrush. But what they do is they pretend they have a broken wing, move away from the nest, try and pull that predator away. So the predator thinks he's got an easy meal, and as soon as he's far enough away from the nest, he'll then fly off, so the predator doesn't know where that nest has gone. So very much like this ground scraper thrush is doing now. It does look like he's got an injury there. It doesn't look like it's bothering it too much. Where do you go? Turn to stay in front of the vehicle. There we go.
Last one cannot see anyone with Ngala.
Ifram, coming.
All stations, is there any station with the Ngala?
Hello, one.
Copy, thank you. Apparently there's no one there.
Ifram, Ghana.
We're afraid to be going fast now and see another one.
Oh yeah. I wonder if that's the same one. No, stay! Birds really need to learn to stay put.
Ifram, coming, Ifram.
Did you get any colour underneath the wing at all? No.
Ibra, yeah.
The left is lying up to the left.
Okay.
They were left is way up to the east for a bit.
Okay.
The lion's probably going to be sleeping till dark anyway.
Yeah.
Have a look and see.
We're gonna go and just see if we can have a quick look, see if the lions are still where they were this morning. They may still be sleeping this time of day, but there may be some movement. We're just gonna go and check it out quickly. The fax machine is starting early. Rattling Sister Cola. Okay, turtle dove in the middle of the road there. If you're in a survival situation, the Cape Turtle Dove will help you find water. First thing in the morning, last thing in the afternoon. If it flies straight and high, it's flying to water. If it's flying dipped, it's flying from water.
It's interesting.
I thought so. Another one in the road there. Looked like a laughing dove this time. How far along this road are the lines?
Another 50 meters.
Okay.
It's called Gary's Cut Line for some reason. Although it's not really a cut line. Maybe it was. It's called Gary Farm.
Could well have been.
This end of the northern boundary.
Okay.
Which is a big, quite a main road. Our northern and southern boundaries are main roads. You can't miss them. Especially the southern boundaries with the power line. We'll get there later.
Okay. I'm just getting a map lesson about where we're going and what direction we're going to be heading in.
We're actually more or less in the middle. If you think of a square, we're almost in the middle of it heading north to the northern boundary.
Say on my reserve it's very easy to find north. There's a great big mountain pointing north, so it's very easy. I say it's part of the Wahlberg Formation. It's quite a this bush is beautiful. And I haven't seen leadwoods since I trained to get leadwoods where we are.
Where did you train?
I was training at Tabazimbi at the Bush Academy.
Okay.
So it is very similar bush to this,
Yeah.
but I miss those leadwoods. Hey, seeing if I can find a nice big leadwood here to show you. Like the old man of the bush, I think.
Yeah.
Very good for making fish hooks, apparently. But I've never been fishing. The branches have sort of cross thorns like this, so you can actually take a piece off and those thorns won't bend. So once the fish swallows, again, if you're in a survival situation, you need to eat, and then you can catch yourself some fish. So I never used to drop guests in the bush, by the way. I know I keep giving survival hints. And my guests were always worried that I was going to drop them in the bush and leave them there.
This is a fire break, runs parallel to the boundary road, which is to the edge.
Okay.
Okay, so you kept it anywhere within the next 6 yards, so it would have moved you to
Yeah.
down to left.
Okay, we're just trying to see if we can locate where the lions have gone to. Apparently they were just lying around here. I'm just going to go a bit further up this road in case they've gone. Oh, there's that. When lions move into the bush, what you look for is the tail swishing when they get bothered by flies. Any giveaway sign.
Still got a bit of a signal problem where we are now. Let me have the radar, let me find out.
How's it heading or not? Good. Good.
Contact later. I'm going to go find it. Those leopards.
Okay.
On the way home this evening, I must have gone into the road. Let's head up this main road.
The one is going to cross. I'll go with you 1 second.
Let's go straight.
Yeah.
And once we're through this dip, we'll get signal again.
Okay.
Tracks there. Can't go there.
Oh, okay, so this is the northern boundary, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. 1,000 hectares.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can receive us again, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we're going to see the lions at the moment. We're going to see if it can get a little bit darker and see if they'll come back out if we come back down this road on the way back to camp. So
We'll go past their buffalo kill. Maybe they went back there.
yeah. There was another question earlier on when Patrick was by the rhinos about the 2 horns. Why rhinos have 2 horns. Now, the white rhino's got quite a big face, so it needs to protect its eyes, its nose, its mouth, the soft, vulnerable areas. Protection from obviously predators, but also other rhino. If you go across to Asia, the Javan one-horned rhino and the Indian one-horned rhino, they only have the 1 horn because their heads are much, much smaller. The black and the white have larger heads, so they have the 2 horns to protect those areas. Sumatran rhino, it's got fairly medium-sized head, so again it's got two horns there. Sumatran rhino, if ever you get a chance to see a picture of it, it's quite a funny little creature. It's quite hairy for a rhino. It's much, much smaller than the black and white rhino that we have here. Well, that's one other thing I've never seen, and I'd love to see it, is a black rhino. Apparently there's been one sighting here.
Well, we didn't have it on camera, but yeah, there was one that came through here 2 months ago. Obviously, come back again when it was.
Yeah.
We were lucky we had a brown hyena as well, but then you probably got brown hyena.
Yeah,
over
we
there.
have a lot of brown hyena up our way. We see them a lot. I've seen them many, many times.
I think we can get a brown hyena.
Sure. And you brown hyena, I've heard some of my colleagues have never seen it until 14, 15 years later in their career.
Alright, yeah. That's why I put the dam there.
Yeah, sorry folks for the bumpy ride earlier. As I say, I'm used to driving on 22,000 hectares, so we tend to drive a little bit faster so we can get to other areas of the reserve within the time that we've been given.
This road runs parallel to the main road. What was the cut line of the main boundary. And in the dry season they burn it in between as a fire break.
Okay.
So that road's still fine.
Here the woodlands kingfisher calling still. It's definitely a sound of the summer. Once the kingfisher returns, the woodlands kingfisher, as they migrate towards the Central Africa area. So once they come back for the summer, you know the summer's started. You know, can you pick up the sound, or is it a bit too far?
Probably a bit too far.
Okay, it just goes chick chirr. Not a great impression. I don't speak a very good woodland kingfisher, but yeah, you get the general idea.
I know that's things that you can't really do. Other than
Yeah, that's about it, hey. Okay, so would this be Buckles Hook down? Apologies for the Afrikaans. Oh, we got one hippo in the water there. And a blacksmith lapwing. Get between the trees there. We need to go forward a bit. Okay. One of the most dangerous animals in Africa, in fact the most dangerous. Kills more people every year than anything else. I don't know if you saw the two birds in the shot there, the blacksmith lapwings. They've just flown off now. But you can see the hippo, it's perfect for life in the water. They've got the nostrils, the eyes, the ears all on one level. So they only have to bring that portion of the body out, so the rest of the body is still protected by the water from the sun. Perfectly adapted. I've also heard they have the bristles on their chin, and that helps them to detect the sounds underwater. And I have heard they were researching into hippos communicating with very low frequency sound in the water. So it'd be quite interesting to see if anything's come of that. But with those bristles being there, I'd say it probably is true. Remember, when you've got animals with sensory hairs like that, it's just the same as in your ear. That's how you hear. The sensory hairs in your ear, they just move backwards and forwards, and that's what's telling your brain that there's the sound there. So that's why even if they have the bristles on the chin, that could be possible as detection.
And with my beard I can hear better.
Apparently so. Can you?
No. I'm hearing short.
I think it needs to be very short hair. Maybe trim it. Give that a go.
Detect air vibrations of the fly. The fly has to be next.
There goes another hornbill.
Yeah.
Yellow-billed hornbill. That's a beautiful down, this one.
No, I didn't
And there come the blacksmith lapwings. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them there. Let's see if we can just move forward a little bit. Seeing what you're seeing. The blacksmith lapwings, I'll just see if I can move forward a little bit so you can see them. Hopefully I won't chase them away. Now I've got a little grebe, used to be called a dabchiff, just in front. Looked like it actually caught something there. Unfortunately, I can't make the sound of the lapwings. I'm definitely not good at most mimics, but that one I definitely can't try. But it sounds like a blacksmith's hammer hitting an anvil, and that's where it gets its name from. Looks like there's a pair there as well. And if you're walking anywhere near them or moving anywhere near them when they have a nest, they will actually attack you. They'll peck your head, and it's called mobbing. And they'll do it to even elephants. If they're walking towards their nest, they will mob the elephant to make sure that the elephant changes its direction. And it's very effective. I've seen it happen a couple of times with birds. The most memorable one was a fork-tailed drongo. The giraffe was eating from the tree, and the drongo obviously had a nest in there, and it kept harassing the giraffe so much the giraffe just turned and walked away. So it does work. I've got a nice sickle bush just to the right here. Now this one we need to avoid with these tyres especially. It's definitely got a nickname for itself, flat tyrus tree. But the thorns on it are actually made from the branches rather than like the acacias. Most acacias, the thorns are made from the leaves. But this one, it's made from the branches, so they're much, much harder. So they will give you a lot of flat tires if you're not careful. Beautiful flower when it does emerge. It's also called a Chinese lantern tree, because the flower does look like a little lantern. Purple with the yellow drooping underneath. It's a beautiful little flower. Some bandy groundlings down here.
One of my favourites.
See if we can actually give you a less bumpy ride this time. Some leadwoods on our left as we're going down, and on our right. They're not the big trees I'm looking for. They go very, very tall. There's one just in front of us by the look of it. Sorry, my mistake, Tambuati. The bark looks fairly similar from a distance. Very toxic. They'll put those for firewood. Tambuati, if you put it on your fire, the toxins, even in the smoke, even if you just fry some meat, it will make you very, very ill. Apparently black rhinos do eat them. Maybe that's why they're a lot more aggressive than white rhino. Apparently they like very toxic plants. Euphorbias as well. Yeah, very much so. slightly better ride there. I got some vultures sitting in the tree just up ahead. See them nicely there. Nice. These are like the Cape. No? Whiteback then. White-backed, okay.
White-headed and leopard face.
So is there a kill around here? Is this where we're heading towards? Okay, apparently this is where the buffalo killed from the lions. So nice indication. If you learn to look for animals, the sounds, they'll also help you to find different animals. So if you learn the rules of the bush, it should help you. Even just a bird, I've had dark-capped baubles sitting in a tree, absolutely shattering away. Reason being there's been a snake right next to them in the tree. But we wouldn't have known it was there unless these baubles had told us. Nice view of them there. Beautiful. Now there is a pecking order to vultures. So there'll be the first ones coming in that will break the carcass a little bit more, they'll eat the larger parts. Apparently the lapid-faced vulture will be one of those. There'll then be other vultures that circle and see where the other vultures are going down, like the lapid-faced vultures. So they'll just watch for them going into a carcass, and then they will follow, and they tend to eat smaller parts. They'll even have little ridges on their tongue to help strip the meat off a little bit easier. And then the smaller vultures tend to go for the smaller parts of a carcass, or smaller bits of meat. Yes, as you can smell it now, then. Yeah. That's something you guys just don't get, is the smell. Yeah. And that's the thing, that's what you use in the bush as well. You're not just your sight, your hearing, your smell, even your taste if you're lucky. Sorry, that scene from the Jungle Book just springs to mind now. What are we going to do tonight? I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know. I'll do what you want to do. Some beautiful tall marula trees here.
I got only one more people and just try to fight it.
We're just going to go and see if we can actually have a look at the buffalo kill. Oh, we've got one line up ahead. Just see, apparently there were two males, so I just want to see if we can see where the other one is. Oh, beautiful. First time I've seen that. Yeah, that's a lifer for me. White-headed vulture. Alright, mister. Whereabouts is the carcass?
Just further back.
Further back. Is this okay for you?
Behind it, yeah?
Is this okay for you?
Yeah.
Beautiful old male. Looks like he's got a few war wounds there. I'm still just trying to look out for the other one.
Might be occupied.
Yeah.
Just the way we saw this morning with the female.
Okay, apparently this was the male that was seen this morning with the females. He does look a beautiful old boy. Also some dark in his mane. Not a true Kruger line with the golden manes. Thought the dark mane, they've got Namibian genes. And apparently the females seem to favour the dark maned males over the golden manes. But they did do some research on it. So the long dark manes over the short dark manes, because obviously the shorter the mane, the younger the male. Then if that wasn't available, the females would then choose long golden manes, and then if that wasn't available, short gold manes. So I'm not too sure how long ago that research was done though. Yeah. I'm always... Yeah.
And his brothers sometimes a little bit more picky.
Yeah.
But if we can sort of curve in there, we might get to the carcass.
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking
curving
it must be
around
one-
here.
No, from where we are. Just sort of curve.
Okay. Okay, we're just going to see if we can get a view of the carcass. So I'm always respectful of the animals, and one of the worst things to do with lions is to actually pull in directly head on, because that's a direct threat to them. So always try and angle so that we're not directly towards them. We're going straight. Yeah. It's nice and relaxed at the moment. So our aim is to keep him nice and relaxed. We don't want to change their behaviour in any way. Hey, mister. Bless you. So just like to just keep a check on the behaviour the whole time. If they're not happy, they will let us know. And that is universal. Just around the corner here. Okay, well, there's the carcass. And there he is, yeah, he's eating off of it. Okay. I'll make sure that he knows that we respect him. Hey, mister. Just there? Yeah. I'm just making sure he's protecting his prize there. And you say these two are brothers? Yeah, okay. Now it is normal for lions to form coalitions of brothers. Sometimes they can form coalitions even up to 6 males. Now what have you spotted, mister? You sure it's not you? You're taller than me. My scent is going to be carried down to him, so maybe thinking, what on earth is that funny scent? But then males will hold on to a territory, and depending on how many are in that coalition, they will hold on to that territory, and they'll have female prides that they go and visit. And there's usually a hierarchy with the dominant male mating first if there's a female in heat, and then it goes down the hierarchy if there's more than one female in heat. So there's generally not too much fighting over females unless the males are trying for dominance. Yeah, he's a beautiful male. Usually weighing in around 260 kilos. Females a little bit less, about 180 kilos. Where is he going? Now they can eat up to 50 kilos apparently in one sitting. How true that is, I don't know. But they need to average it out. I think it's about 7-8 kilos of meat on average a day. So if they do eat that 50 kgs, then they might not need to hunt for another few days. And obviously this buffalo's going quite well now. Let's see if we can turn around a bit. Reverse?
How did that just turn around?
Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. Thorn tree behind me. Alright guys.
Left ladies this morning.
Alright. Okay for you? Up a bit more.
I think it's a bit forward.
I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I do talk to the animals as well. Alright, mister. I can see that stance there. He's not happy with me. So I'm just going to respect him, just back off a little bit, let him relax down again. It's more just the tone of your voice. So I'm just going to stand by here. Can get a shot of the other male. You're going to relax down for me. Okay, I'm just going to leave the engine running just a little bit, just to see if they're going to relax down so I can move again. As I say, you saw that stance there. He literally he started going down like a cat does when it goes to pounce. So he went down, he decided, you know what, you're getting a bit close for my liking. And that was just him saying that to me. So I'm respecting that. So I'm just backing off. And now you can see he's looking away. He's up again. He's relaxed down nicely again. He's still keeping an eye on me. So I don't like that smell. Yeah, I think so. I've got a nice thorn tree at the back of me. I didn't see that one. You can see them panting as well. Just trying to cool down, and sometimes you'll actually see them licking their paws. Again, just the saliva will help to keep them cool, especially where the veins actually start to come towards the surface of the skin. So they'll lick and then try and pull down that way sometimes if there's extreme heat. Kangaroos also do it a lot. Okay, I'm going to see if I can go forward. I'm going to see if we can get around the other side maybe. Yes, he's starting again. Am I going to be pushing my luck with you? Am I going to be pushing my luck with you, mister? Sorry? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, not too much. Yeah, pretending I'm not here. If I'm not here, I might go away. Alright, mister. I'm not going to do you any harm. Nice and relaxed there now. So you can get out the sun a little bit. Is that good?
Yeah.
I must admit I feel for them now when I see them like this. And they're just panting, and even though it's actually quite comfortable now, the temperature for us, and for them. Now the whole reason behind the mane, why the males have them, is to protect their skin, especially when they're fighting, to protect their neck. And obviously to show the females how dominant they are. So if they, very fit male, if they're very high ranking, then they have a beautiful mane. And as I said earlier about the long mane. So if it's long, they're obviously very fit, they're much older, and that's what females will choose. So a lot of these extremities, if you like, are to show the females how fit the male actually is. So who's better to mate with to get their offspring that they will actually survive. So obviously it's all about survival of the fittest. So if their offspring will survive, it means that they in a way live on, and that's what it's all about. So if you've got a nice male who's got a beautiful mane, if I was a female, I'd probably go for this male sitting on the camera at the moment, sitting in camera shot at the moment. To me, he's got quite a nice long bushy mane, whereas his brother looks a little bit scrawny. So I'd say he's less dominant. Or have I got it the wrong way around now?
I don't know these males too well, but I'd agree with you. This one certainly shows what in confidence.
Definitely. Just so you guys, I don't know if you can hear Mark, but he's saying he agrees with me. He's not sure about these males, but he does agree with me. This one that we were watching is now laying down. He definitely seems more confident as well. It's the one who's a little bit unsure about us. Yeah, his mane's not as thick, not as full. What would be really perfect is if they start to roar now. That belly's nice and full.
in the dark.
Oh,
We'd have
beautiful.
night drive. We sit here and pitch black. We have an infrared camera. So only way to see it is watch the monitor.
Oh, beautiful.
Infrared. And Boomer and I were sitting here and they were roaring.
That is one of the best sounds in the bush. You get quiet, 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 and then the lions. And especially if the lions are very close, you actually feel it inside you. Oh, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. If ever you come to Africa, you must try and have that experience. It is just phenomenal. They're getting bothered by flies again. You see the tails switching a lot. Yeah, it's nice and relaxed now. And the fact he's actually showing us his belly means that he's actually quite happy with us now. Because obviously the belly is extremely vulnerable. So if both males are showing us those bellies, they're nice and relaxed, which is great.
I don't know, Mark,
Passed
we
out.
did try to call you, but no response, so it's okay.
Okay, copy. Tell me what?
Affirmative.
These guys are coming from Rwanda?
Yeah, we're having cruiser now. After the cruiser, then I will come to the house.
I don't know where the team flies will go, but they see my building there.
Okay, thank you.
Try and get to that later.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna leave the lions. Leave them in peace. Although I'm not so sure if the vultures will.
Probably why he was lying there, not to eat, just to keep
To
the vultures
protect
away.
it. Yeah, quite possibly.
Now that you've arrived and the vultures have flown away, he thought he could leave it for a minute. Yeah.
Sure, just got that smell again. Yes, it. There's no mistaking that smell, hey, yo. What can you liken it to? Don't think there's anything you can liken it to.
That little carcass.
Yeah. Carcass that's been out in the sun all day. Don't destroy the bush too much. So I just don't want to destroy the bush too much.
Technically being used to this microphone, instead of having one track going in and making a road,
Yeah,
every vehicle would probably take a different route.
very much so.
These guys can be scared to touch the trees and
Mm.
so the circuit, let's go the circuit there, probably better. Just have one track with another road and two.
So we're just gonna see if we can catch up with that leopard.
Get there.
Yeah, just see if we can get there before the sun, yeah. So I'm very excited. So we get very excited by tracks on the road, and they get called in on the radio, as if it's the animal that's actually been spotted.
We do that as well. The vultures on the damn wall there now. They're going over.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's white-headed again, huh? I was just saying that we're not going to stop for a break because we. Oh yes, the leadwood. Oh, they're such beautiful trees. They really are. Again, the bark, it's got very, very deep grooves in it, so it's usually quite easy to tell a leadwood unless you're looking at Tambuti. But you can see those deep grooves there very, very nicely. And as I say, the leaves are crossed, or the thorns, the branches that come off are crossed. So unfortunately, I'm going to be not getting any leaves off of this dead tree. Exactly. It's also part of the Combretum family, and the Combretums have 4 wings on their sea pod, the Samara, and some of them make a very nice tea, which I have in fact tried, the russet bush willow tea. It's actually very nice. Hooded vulture. Nice. I don't think it was a white-headed. Yeah. So the only vultures we get up our way are the Cape vultures.
Cape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have Cape on my life. I grew up living in the bush on my life.
They're the ones with the blue spots here.
Big news down in the Cape a couple of years ago. There was a hooded vulture that ended up down the Western Cape. It was the first time ever that a hooded has been down there.
Sure.
And it actually sort of stopped over at some of the rehab centres, so they thought it might have come from up here where a lot of the vultures hang out at the rehab centres because of the teeth being closed and the wild dogs and closed. Right.
Okay.
Lovely strong smell.
Yeah, very strong smell. I say, unfortunately my nose doesn't seem to like the nice smells. You give me a bunch of flowers to smell. The nicest, sweetest roses, smells like animal droppings to me. It's not nice. But hyena pasting, yes, I can smell that meters away, as I say. My nose is broken. Okay, how close are we to the leopard?
Quite far.
Quite far. Okay, we'll keep going then. Yeah. So I just want to try and see if we can get to the leopard before the sun actually goes down. See if we can get a nice view of the female. Is it the female with the cubs?
Yeah. Well, sub-adult now.
Oh, sub-adult, sorry.
14, 15 months. As big as her.
Are the cubs hunting by themselves yet or not?
No, they're not very successful. We don't know when they do have a kill, we don't know if any of them recorded.
Yeah. And apparently they've not been successful with kills so far.
Not very. Not always. They go off to small things.
I'd love to see one of them trying to get into a tortoise. I think that would be quite a funny experience.
That's one of their favourite toys.
Is it?
But they get bored with it.
I bet. The rattling sister cola again. Quite amazing though, if the rattling sister cola was to sit next to me, I probably wouldn't be able to ID it.
No.
Unless it opened its mouth's black inside. But the cisticolas all brown, and if you go to a bird book, there's probably about 3 or 4 pages of these cisticolas all looking the same. So unless you know the calls or the flight patterns, then yeah, you've got to be quite a good expert on them, which I'm still learning.
I'll drop the table if you like. This is now easternmost boundary.
Okay. East boundary.
Running north-south. But habitat is also
Yeah.
learn process of elimination.
That's it.
Depending on habitat. Then also the flight pattern.
Yeah, flight pattern, habitat. Yeah, that too, the wing flaps.
But they're probably about the most difficult birds.
Yeah, although I think cisticolas and pipits and larks. Every birder's nightmare. Although I am learning, slowly but surely. So I think we have about 5 in our reserve, and maybe 2 will cohabit a habitat, that's it. So as long as you've got the sound, you're alright. It's going to be a beautiful sunset, eh? Yeah. I had a guest turn around to me the other day and she was starting to get quite worried because it was quite a red sun that was coming up. She said, oh, if we get that in Australia, it means there's going to be bushfires that day. So I said, no, don't worry, it doesn't mean that here. Straight.
Well, for this road, you can only go to the right.
Okay, of course, eastern. Yeah, just fading. Looks like a Levelands. Used to be called striped cuckoo. He went into the tree. Not sure what he was doing down there. It looked like he was trying to have a dust bath or something, but not sure. I'm pretty sure it is that way around, isn't it? It's now the Levelands.
Well, I only know this is striped cuckoo.
Yeah. Yeah. So they have changed, or the people that do bird names and everything across the world have changed the names in South Africa so it comes into line with the rest of the world. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's so they can sell more books. I'm sorry. Because you always stick with the same book. It's like, how can we get people to buy new books? Unless you're like me and you leave them out in the rain. Start to hear the cicadas calling now. Though called a Christmas beetle, it's not actually a beetle. It's a bug. And I'm told that you like your bugs.
I like everything. The whole package. But yes, insects, bubble. Got a battery. Problem.
You need to stop. Yeah, sorry everybody, we're just having a battery change at the moment. Are we back? I think we're back. Sorry about that, folks. More marula trees here. So beautiful spots for leopards to be sitting in. Okay. Oh, an African hoopoe in the road, look. Oh, nice. Actually says his name. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I don't speak Hupu either. I'm not doing too well with the birds down here. Maybe it's a different dialect. Well, apparently that's very true. The birds do have different dialects. So if you get a southern bobo in one area, you might not necessarily understand the southern bobo in another area.
Robin.
Oh, the robins as well. Okay.
You see the same species all the way up through Africa, going up into East Africa. You get a bit confused because the dialect.
Yeah. And when you start getting into all the mimics as well, oy oy oy. So what you think you're listening to is actually not what you're listening to. It's a mimic. Some very good bird mimics. Yeah, that is beautiful. Well, I think I definitely got the better end of the deal. With Patrick going out in the heat. It's nice and cool now. Especially with that bit of breeze as well. It's very nice. Station with the engraved tower.
Keep going. Those are coming in.
Hello. Hi, I'm Tara. Hello, you too. Hello guys. How's your safari going?
Looking for the goats to those Duma my daughters.
Yeah.
So I suppose the problem. Pretty sure in Duma is
Oh, yeah. I get to every country. You know where those are?
Kaplan, this west,
Yeah.
and then all of the Shasha on the right or something.
You know where the buffalo dam is? Get to buffalo cut. You'll see the vultures. Get to buffalo cut line, go west, and then take one of the first track that you can see going in back south. And you'll follow that. You'll see the tracks going, but you'll see all the vultures.
Alright.
Otherwise, I'll get you on your
Thanks.
side. Thanks. Good to see you this time.
Enjoy.
Thanks, you too.
Bye,
Enjoy
everybody.
guys. Okay. Down this 2-track here, do you think? Smoking? So which 2-track do you reckon? Oh yeah, I see it. Actually, I see a leopard. I do. I see a tail and a leg. Yeah. Stop there? Okay. Through the fork. Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. Can I stay? Yeah. That is beautiful. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that on my camera. Sorry guys, but we just don't see leopard like this, so this is definitely a camera moment. I'm going to see if I can actually take a picture. It might just be a little bit too dark. Yeah. A little bit dark. Yeah. He's looking the other way now. Let's see if we can. Sorry?
I'm not sure who this is yet.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Sure. Just assume, just sat like that. We just don't see that at all. It's beautiful. And to have the classic, the impala in the tree as well.
Actually, if you look at the shot on the screen, you can see the impala's face hanging there.
Yeah, you can just about make it out there. That is stunning. Sure. It's amazing, hey. They really don't care about this, do they? But that's the difference. I mean, Sabi, the sands have been open, what, for 100 years or so? Give or take. So they're fairly habituated to the vehicles, whereas if you go further into farmland country, say up our way, they're still very, very wary of humans.
Station mobile. We are now stopping for Puza. Yeah, sorry, Jason or Andre, Jason and Andre, can you contact one of them on the Eastern Channel, please? They on right now. Jason? Yeah, Henry. Good, and you, JJ?
I'll go back to
You can see those nice rosettes there that the cheetah don't have. Sorry. The tree. All right, little one. Disturbing you again. Bit more? Oh, is that okay there? Okay. Yeah. Sorry? Stunning.
Everybody were watching the boys.
Oh, she's around here.
This is in Duna. This is the one. Look at his tail. Look at the tip of his tail.
Oh yeah, he's got a bit missing.
Yeah.
In Duna. With a bit of tail missing. How did he lose that bit of tail?
We don't know. We're guessing. He's a bit careless with the way he behaves in trees. We were thinking that he was a bit low in the hyena belt.
Okay.
He was hanging down. They've had a few altercations with hyenas.
Yeah. You see him stretching his muscles there. Now most cats will actually yawn. And it's not because they're tired. They're actually starting to get oxygen into their lungs and obviously into their muscles. And generally it will mean they're starting to move around. Yeah, that is beautiful. So So you think that the female and his brother will be around?
His brother's here somewhere. Somewhere, both boys are here.
Okay. Well, we might have just scared him off a little bit. And the tree is sitting in a marula tree. Although not as big as I would have thought they would go sitting in.
No, it's actually
There's a nicer one just behind us actually.
That's actually the coolest.
Ah.
My first place. Just behind it. But it could have been it was an emergency.
Yeah.
Oh, there. That big marula.
Okay, you've got very good eyes.
Another cat, isn't it? Beautiful pose in that other tree. Can't get it.
Oh yes, I see. I think both of them are there actually. Let's see if we can go and have a look. And the question being, how do we get through there without going underneath the cat? You reckon? Okay, if anything happens, I'm blaming you. Unless that's where the other two truck goes. Yeah.
I mean, they come pretty close. It'll be fine.
We'll see how he goes. So I've had a line in a tree this close. Alright, little one. Yes, it's... What a shot, eh? Sure. Just stay there, okay? Aha. Yes, you've got amazing eyes. So this is the other youngster. So where's mother? I thought that I saw two. Well, that would have been beautiful with that sunset behind, hey? Just here? Showing up any better? It's a little bit bright, eh? We're just trying to see if we can get
Oh my word, no wonder.
a better picture of the leopard for you.
Somebody turned the shutter speed way up.
Apparently there's something to do with the shutter speed. So we're just seeing if we can change it for you so we get a nicer view. There we go. So you can see there's no black tear marks like there is on a cheetah. Completely yellow face there, and obviously those rosettes, very almost like a circle, whereas the cheetah is much blacker. And obviously the only cat to take their kill into a tree. And the reason why they do that, to avoid scavengers taking their kill away. Not really. You really just look very unstable up there. You can see him shaking. Oh, there we go. So if I was a leopard, I'd definitely pick that tree. It definitely looks more stable. As I said earlier, as I was driving past that leopard. I've had a lion that close to me in a tree, completely by accident. I wasn't expecting the lion to be in the tree. They're not really supposed to climb trees when they're adults. But for some reason there must have been a leopard sitting in it, or something smelled nice, and the lion decided she was going to sit in the tree. And the fork of the tree was very close to the road, and as I'm driving along I see one female on the road, so I say, guys, look, there's a female lion on the road. And I look up and there's a female lion looking from the tree straight at me, about a metre above my head. In which case I actually reversed very quickly. So as I say, just because animals, if you read the books, are not supposed to do things, believe me, they have their own mind. They don't read the books, they don't watch the documentaries, they live their life, and we just see a snippet of it, and that's what's incredible. I say this is my first proper leopard sighting, which is awesome, absolutely awesome.
Maybe it's sort of silhouetted.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's Franklin starting to call. And that's just a typical bush sound. Very, very noisy birds as it's going dark, and that's signaling the end of the day for a lot of the animals, but obviously the beginning for animals like this, the leopard. Beautiful silhouette.
Rex's shotgun shot. Yeah. We do need to start getting going. It will take us at least 10 minutes to get back. And if it wasn't for Walala or Salad, we would probably stay a little bit later.
Okay guys, we're going to start heading back now. So we've got another program just after we're finishing later on in the evening. So we're going to start heading back to camp. But I'll remind you about that as we're going. So we're going to leave these boys to enjoy their snooze. That's beautiful there. Okay. As we're driving out here, we've got to keep a lookout for the male that just came down out the tree. As we were enjoying his brother, he's now left the tree and we didn't see where he went. And the name of this one?
Mishu.
Mishu.
Means
Dorm. Mishu means dorm.
I'm standing by, I'm kept cruising and I'm safe.
No changes though.
Yeah, if I just like to go to Channel 3 to catch up with Jason on Ngala sighting. JJ, come in. Yeah, Jay, I like to respond. How many stations do you have there? Okay, thank you.
If we did things the right way around, we were in line and they were here and they got the line. Unfortunately, when there's two vehicles on a cycle, we have to leave.
Sure.
So we've been very lucky that we balanced it around.
that impala's definitely seen better days, hey?
Yeah. The road, there's a couple of strands around. You might be heading to one of them.
Actually, Mark's just reminded me, once cats have eaten, they tend to go and drink, especially when it gets cooler, so that's possibly where the young male might have gone.
Go right. This is on the road, left.
Sorry?
Go right.
Yeah.
And there on the right. Let's see where it goes.
Looks like there's something up ahead. Oh, zebra. Oh yeah. There we go. I think they're quite small. I think the zebra spotted him anyway. He's looking this way. He went down into that ditch just a bit now.
I was looking at the leopard and I didn't think to move the camera. Completely forgot that I got a camera that I have to move.
No, I think it's that young male,
Really?
eh? Yeah. I'm useless with names. What's his name again? Induna. Chief. Induna. Oh, there's a zebra again.
Yesterday we had 4 leopards here, one took on one spot.
4 leopard here. Oh,
That mom with the 2 boys and her daughter from the previous leopard came along.
oh wow.
They were looking surrounded by leopards.
Okay, I
They're in
got,
front of us, the boys on either side and the daughter came along behind.
oh, beautiful. Being surrounded by leopards, I can't even imagine that. Got the zebra up ahead. Otherwise known as the common or the plain zebra. Just trying to hide now. Going.
Yeah. Okay, this is the top southeastern corner.
Oh, there's some impala there with it as well.
That impala ran probably
Came from.
this one up in the tree.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think the impala ram that's up in the tree with the leopards possibly from this spatula herd here. It just proves impalas are the food source for pretty much everything, hence why they need to form these big groups. So anything and everything from jackal, who will actively hunt impala, eagles, right through to lion, leopard, and anything else in between that you can think of. Cheetah, hyenas. I don't know if you can see, but on the rump there's a shadow stripe there, and that's what sets it apart from the Burchell zebra in East Africa. The people that decide these animal names have decided that the common or plain zebra down here in South Africa is different because of the shadow stripe. So we're now left with the common or the plains, no longer the birchals. The birchals in East Africa lack this shadow stripe.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they're taking birches away from this name.
And I think they've replaced the Latin name with Equius guacha, no longer bircher. Yeah, bircherli. It's strange that it's on its own. They usually live in a family. Usually one stallion, 4, 5, 6 females, and they tend to go around as a family. Unless the males, the young males that have been kicked out, they may form bachelor groups, but they don't tend to be on their own.
The bachelor group 4 yesterday. Just at the bottom of the book.
I can't see if it's male or female. It's very difficult to tell. Apparently, if you look at the stripe onto the belly, the male's supposed to have a thin stripe and the female a thick stripe. So you're going to go and push it over.
Yeah.
We can go and have a look. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I was looking for. And I couldn't see it.
And they with the females, he's got a much thicker neck and heavier shoulders.
On the female?
On the male.
On the male.
Heavier shoulders.
Yeah, heavier shoulders on the male.
As I mentioned, northern boundary was that other big road.
Yep.
That line called Gowrie Main.
Gowrie Main.
And
Okay.
it's got this single phase power line.
Okay.
So we can see this power line.
Don't go any further than the power line.
Land Rovers do have headlights.
Oh yeah.
On the left, down away from.
There we go. Sorry guys, still trying to get used to the whole Land Rover. I drive a Land Cruiser. Sorry? No, definitely. I would have done the same. Sorry, Mark's just reminded me about the lights on the Land Rover. So yeah. I'm getting carried away with my spotlight, you see. Yeah, very much a rivalry. Very much a rivalry. Land Cruiser versus Land Rover. I say this one feels like a little dinky toy next to the Land Cruisers I'm used to driving. And there's a joke that goes around on our reserve about the Land Cruiser always having to pull the Land Rover out, you see.
I beg your pardon? I didn't hear that.
The Land Cruiser always has to pull out the Land Rover.
I would hear it actually the other way around.
Is it the other way around here? Sure, okay.
That little Land Rover, that little one that you see in the car park with the canvas top,
Uh-huh.
that one pulls out all the steam of that Land Cruiser. Big Land Cruiser, my little 51-year-old Land Rover.
Okay, yes, it's corrugation. Hey, scorpion! You see it there? Oh, is it?
Actually, wait, you know what I'll do? Just stay there.
Stay. Whoa!
If I can get it on
There ain't no way I'm touching that one.
Alright.
Small pincers, big tail, equals...
Big tail.
Yeah, it's a big tail there.
Big pincers.
Okay. I'm not good at IDing scorpions yet. We don't see them. I say the general rule, I was saying I'm not going to touch it because the general rule is small pincers, so they have a large sting, and that just means that they use their sting to attack the prey. If you get stung by one of these, then it is serious usually. But if you have the
This one's not the Parabucus.
no, but if you have the small sting and the large pincers, they're usually ones that you can pick up and handle, because they just feel like a wasp or a bee sting. It looks like he's gone hiding again. Yeah, it's just right in the spotlight there. There he is, you can see him moving. Now, underneath that they have little sensory organs called pectines, and they just sense around what's going on, the temperature, the humidity, all that sort of thing. Very unique in the scorpions. Very nice. So just looking for any eyes that shine back. Let's see, you can still hear the woodland's kingfisher. He should be in bed by now. Yeah, I think so. Always good places just to check. So do you have spotted hyenas on the resort?
We do.
Okay.
I'm surprised they weren't hanging out with the leopard. They were evidently there this morning. I've got a strand there. Very close to where that kill was. There's a strand there that, well, they had a den site there. They've moved their den site several times.
It's a water thickening. Used to be called a dig pop, and there's a shongolola, millipede next to it. If you can see. Apparently the scorpions do eat millipedes. I've never actually seen them eat, but you tend to see the little rings around a feeding spot. They have killed them. Civets also will eat them, but they contain a lot of cyanide, so a lot of animals won't even bother with them. So they taste very, very bitter. The owls as well. Okay. Okay, Scott's owlet apparently eats them as well. Didn't know that one.
The assassin bug. In fact, you get an assassin bug that specializes in those.
Okay, and Mark's saying that you get an assassin bug that specializes in millipedes, which I also didn't know. Oh, there's the woodlands, look. Wonder if that's the one that's been calling. Woodland kingfisher. One of 10 in South Africa, one of 10 species. You can see that bright, bright electric blue. It's very distinctive. And that beautiful red beak there.
Try to catch some.
Don't know if you'll be able to hear him calling. It's just been calling now. need to remind everybody about the snooze you lose, which is
Walala Wasala.
Walala Wasala. The Walala Wasala, which is later on this evening.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you want to catch that, I think it will be quite worthwhile seeing. It involves what we've been seeing a lot of today, actually, the marula tree, I believe. So it'll be quite interesting to watch that one and see what they come up with that. Getting a very strong smell again of animal. Could be a wildebeest or something. Just remember, wildebeest is also another name for gnu. Europeans tend to use gnu more than wildebeest. It's the same animal. Yes, as I've been lazy with this spotlight, hey? I usually give it to my guest to hold. So all my arm muscle is gone. So I used to cheat and put it on the door, and there's no door here. People say, wow, you can hold that spotlight for ages. I know. So guys, that's the trick. You rest it on the door.
Just the handle on the dash. But yeah, after 3-hour game drive,
Is this the dip where I nearly threw you off before? A little dip.
We're on Weaver's Nest Road.
Uh-huh. Weaver's Nest Road. And are there many Weaver's Nests along here?
There isn't a one.
Oh, is there not? Okay.
There was a tree that had Weaver's Nest hanging over the road, I believe. That's no longer a tree.
Apparently there was a tree with Weaver nests over the road.
This being park on the left and this one to the left goes up towards the Treehouse Dam, the village this morning,
Uh-huh.
where the rhino were the transfers. That's Elephant Skull Road. And no, there isn't one, but there used to be.
It's just saying there was an Elephant School Road, and before I asked, there was one, but there's not anymore. A little genet or a little civet would be nice now. Or even a porcupine. I'll settle for a porcupine.
We all settled for we settled for a scrub hare.
Oh, a scrub hare, okay. I'm really scraping the barrel now. Although one thing I've never seen is a cane rat.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen a cane rat.
Not gonna see one yet.
No.
What's your love, man? I'm still with Bengala. I'm going to leave not so long.
I think those lions are being lazy as well tonight. I've not heard them roaring yet.
So then, see you back there.
always worth looking just in the little forks of the trees, just in case there's a genet or something sitting up there. Do you get many aardvark around here? You haven't seen one. Pangolin?
Oh, I haven't seen pangolin for years though.
Uh-huh. Pangolin are like the gold dust, I think. Pangolin's just a scaly anteater. Beautiful, funny-looking creature, but it's got scales all over it. Walks on its two back legs and holds its front legs up, a bit like a velociraptor, I suppose you could. Not stance, almost sort of hunched over. It eats termites and ants. Yes. Doesn't have any teeth. Has a long, sticky tongue, and it just licks up the ants and termites.
This is called cinnamon dip. It's a pump out the ball.
Okay, try not to throw you off again. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Are you getting close to Camp Moore?
We are really close.
Very close. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up, but Mars is on the right. Just through the trees there.
Have to go in and
Yeah.
pick it up with
Shame.
the camera at the camp.
So Mars is on the right and Venus is on the left.
And moon next to Mars.
Oh, beautiful. Hey, some life there. Oh, it's in that tree.
Go ahead, 3 kilo.
Looked like it could have been a bush baby or something.
Now get back by 5.
Oh, I've lost him. He was sitting on this side.
Get connection.
There he is. No, no, yeah, a bit. Little bush baby. Quite possibly, I just saw the eye. But generally when you get a very, very bright eye sitting in the middle of the bush, tends to be a bush baby. They've got very, very large eyes, also so they can see very well in the dark. Bush baby is why it's called a bush baby, is because it sounds like a baby crying in the bush. Apparently, I've never heard them.
Well, the lesser galagos, it doesn't really. The big one that does.
Oh yeah, the new name is a galago, isn't it? I take it I'm going left.
Yeah. Well done. Thick-tailed bush babies you find along the rivers. They've got a very thick baby forward, maybe crying. Okay, at some point now you want to maybe just stop and then come out and take a bath everybody. So it's sort of a close down. Maybe put the light on the seat facing away from you. Throw a bit of light up. That's okay.
Let's see if we can do it like this. Something along those lines.
Okay,
Well,
that's good.
I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. Sorry about the bumpy start, but say trying to get used to a new vehicle, a new area. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And as I say, those leopards for me were just absolutely amazing. So hopefully, if you guys are able to join me tomorrow morning, hopefully I'll be able to take you out on a guided drive again tomorrow morning. So take care, As I say, if you want to catch the show afterwards, which is called Walala Wasala. I will get to know that one. But take care. I'll see you again.